Today, I'm gonna turn the Warlords from the very well-known anime One Piece into Pokemon. So how this is gonna work is I'm going to take each Warlord and give them a Pokemon type, Pokemon move, Pokemon ability, and more. And also I'll be doing all the Warlords, including the ones who got revoked or resigned. So all of them except Hanafuda and Whitebeard Jr. because I have no idea who they are. So yeah. Anyways, before we start, I just want to remind you all that if you enjoyed this video, then please give this video a like. Let me know in the comments what characters you would like to see next, and subscribe for more cool videos like this one. And also check out my video on what if Straw Hat Pirates were Pokemon after this video. Speaking of Straw Hat Pirates, we're gonna start this video off with one of the Straw Hat Pirates, the son of the sea, my boy Jinbei. So in my Straw Hat Pirate video, a lot of people had different ideas on Jinbei's moveset, and I really liked some of their ideas. And when I read those comments, I felt so sad. I wish I used them. But I'm gonna use this video as my second chance to make the perfect moveset for Jinbei. Anyways, we're gonna start off with Jinbei being a water and fighting type, and we're giving him that typing because he is a fishman, and fishmen can swim in water, and Jinbei fights people with karate since he knows fishman karate. So water and fighting it is. We're also going to give the Warlords their personal items, so we're going to give Jinbei a kimono because he always wears one, and he doesn't really have any other items, so he's getting a kimono. Jinbei's first move is going to be Surging Strikes. Oh my goodness. When somebody in the comments mentioned Surging Strikes in the Straw Hat video, I actually had to sit down for a moment and just think to myself, what the frick is wrong with me? Why didn't I give Jinbei this perfect move? It's literally so perfect for Jinbei, so now with my second chance, I can give him the move he deserves. And Murasaki Kitsune 1151, you a legend. Since Jinbei knows Fishman Karate, a water kinda karate move would fit perfectly in his moveset. Jinbei's second move is going to be Karate Chop because of, once again, his fighting style being mainly Fishman Karate. And some people said Brick Break, which I agree with as well, but I prefer Karate Chop since there's literally karate in the name of the move. Jinbei's third move is going to be Dive, and it's Dive because Jinbei is a fishman, and that means he can swim underwater. It would be a crime to not give him a swimming move, so I decided to give him the best swimming move, which is Dive. I gave him Surf in the last video, and although it is a great move for Jinbei, the only problem is it's a move where you're on the water, not under the water, so he's getting Dive. And now Jinbei's final move is going to be Hydro Pump. Now, honestly, I covered most of his abilities and moves in the anime up until Whole Cake Island, because that's where I am currently. Okay, I'm getting there slowly, alright? So I just searched up on Google Jinbei's moves, and I saw this one, and I think Hydro Pump fits best with this, since they both seem to be strong water type moves. So we given Jinbei Hydro Pump. Now Jinbei's ability is going to be Swift Swim because of the fact that Jinbei can swim, and once again, I've mostly covered Jinbei's moveset, so this is the best ability I could give Jinbei. Alright, I'm lazy. I gotta look through this whole thing looking for the perfect abilities like some 4-year-old looking at their iPad like these. In a dark room full of shadows at like 3 AM. Like, bro, no. Speaking of shadows, the next character is gonna be the Kage Kage no Mi fruit holder, the Shadow Man himself, Gecko Moria. Yeah, I just made that whole segment about a 4-year-old just to set up the next character. Yeah, go ahead and dislike this video. Anyways, Gecko Moria's type is going to be Ghost and Dark. We are giving him the Ghost type because his fruit allows him to manifest and control shadows, which relates to Ghost pretty much. And I just decided to give him a Dark type because a Ghost only type felt pretty plain. Like bread with peanut butter or something, I don't know. But he does give a dark vibe, and shadows also relate to darkness in a way, so we giving him that butter. Moria's item is going to be his scissors because that's how he takes people's shadows. He peels it off the ground and cuts it with his scissors. So we gotta give the scissors as his item. Now Moria's first move is going to be Shadow Punch since he can manipulate shadows. He can do a bunch of shadow moves. And the one move I remember particularly is when he used the shadows to cover his fists and pretty much punches opponents. And when you look at that, you think to yourself, that's a Shadow Punch. No? Just me? Okay. But seriously, that is basically Shadow Punch. I mean, the two animations are almost the same, so Shadow Punch it is. Moria's second move is going to be Shadow Sneak since he can manipulate shadows to do surprise attacks. He has also many times used his shadow ability to go behind his enemies and do a surprise attack. So it feels right to give him Shadow Sneak since that's what Shadow Sneak basically does. Moria's third move is going to be Foul Play because Foul Play is a dark type move that uses the target's attack stat against them. So the higher the opponent's attack stat is, the more damage the move does. And Moria's Fruit allows him to take other people's shadows, which essentially means that he takes their strength away, because when Moria takes people's shadows, they become vampires essentially and aren't able to look or touch the sunlight. And he's also able to use their shadows strength and command them like some Sung Jin Woo type stuff. Alright. Anyways, Moria's last move is going to be Shadow Force, and it's Shadow Force because Shadow Force is the signature move of Giratina, and Giratina is the perfect representation of Gecko Moria. I mean, look at him. A cute couple if you ask me. I also feel like we have to give Gecko Moria a strong ghost slash shadow sort of move, so Shadow Force is perfect. Moria's ability is going to be Shadow Tag, and it's Shadow Tag because Shadow Tag is an ability that prevents the opponent from fleeing or running away. This is almost just like how Moria steals and controls shadows from his opponent. Once he sets eyes on you, it's game over. Especially on his island. Alright, the next character... Wait, what the... Yo, what's this? Yo! Hey, listen. We obviously couldn't have forgotten about the 1000 Gecko Moria shadow form. Yeah, I just made that up. And I'm copywriting that name right now, okay? So, whoever says it, they owe me 20 bucks. Anyways, we have a Gigantamax Gecko Moria, which means all of his moves turn into Dynamax moves. And we might have a couple, you know, just a few Gigantamax forms in the video, maybe. But hey, the only way to find out is to watch the whole video. So watch the whole video. Anyways, the only thing that's different is that we gave Gigantamax Gecko Moria a Gigantamax move replacing Shadow Force. And the G-Max move is G-Max Terror, which is a Ghost Gigantamax move where the user throws a bunch of furniture at the opponent, and then at the end we see a bunch of shadows crying for help. Now, I was gonna give Gecko Moria Gigantamax Snooze since it's just this black tentacle 19 inches of venom attacking the opponent, and I thought maybe the black tentacles were like shadows, you know what I'm saying? But I think I'm doing too much with that, so we sticking with Gigantamax Terror. Alright, the next warlord is going to be the Barabara no Mi Fruit holder, the clown himself, Buggy the Clown. Now, I actually didn't know he was going to be a warlord since I'm still in Whole Cake Island, so good to know. Anyways, Buggy's type is going to be normal slash dark. We're giving him the normal type because he's pretty much a normal pirate. And not only that, but he's a clown. And if we compare other clown Pokemon, which is only Mr. Mime and Blacephalon. Okay, but we just gonna be smash ultimating Blacephalon out of here, so... Mr. Mime's type is normal, so we're giving Buggy the Clown a normal type. Buggy also gets the dark type because he's very sneaky and cunning and just does sneaky stuff. And I also think the dark type fits his persona. And I ain't talking about no Persona 5. Anyways, Buggy's item is going to be his sword because he carries a sword a lot. And there's one more reason, which you will see in Buggy's moveset, alright? Buggy's first move is going to be Sacred Sword, and it's Sacred Sword because Buggy usually uses his ability to separate his hands from his arms and holds swords or knives and attacks his opponents with his floating hand. So it felt right to give him a sword move, which is Sacred Sword. Buggy's second move is going to be Fling, and it's Fling because Buggy also throws items like knives at his opponents while using his ability to throw them off guard. Fling is basically just that, a move that uses the item the user is holding and throws it at his opponents. It works for Buggy since we gave him his sword as his items, so he can use Fling and throw his sword at his opponent. Buggy's third move is going to be Trick, and it's Trick because Buggy is known for scamming and stealing, so Trick is perfect for him since Trick swaps items with his opponent. Buggy's final move is going to be Parting Shot because not only is Buggy deceitful, but he's a big coward and runs from battles he knows he can't win. So Parting Shot is perfect for him because Parting Shot lowers the opponent's attack and special attack before switching out. Buggy's ability is going to be Pickpocket since Buggy steals and scams people, so Pickpocket is perfect for him since Pickpocket steals the opponent's items one hit. Alright, the next warlord is one of my favorite warlords, one of my top villains in One Piece, the man himself, Crocodile. Not Crocodile, Crocodile. I'm sorry. Please don't click off the video, please. Alright, so we're giving Crocodile a ground and dark type. We're giving him a ground type because he's the holder of the Suna Suna no Mi Fruit, which basically allows Crocodile to manipulate and control sand. Shout out to my boy Gara. Anyways, we're giving... We're giving Crocodile dark because he's very cunning and manipulative. I mean, look at him. You can't tell me he doesn't have dark energy. Anyways, Crocodile's item is going to be his hook because it makes him him. Alright, Crocodile's first move is going to be Sand Tomb because Sand Tomb traps the opponent and inflicts damage to them over time. Since Crocodile can manipulate sand and he has done sandstorms in the anime, Sand Tomb is perfect for him. For his second move, I gave him Sandstorm to represent his Sandstorm ability. Crocodile's third move is going to be Giga Drain because Giga Drain is a move that deals damage to the opponent but also takes their health away and gives it to the user. Crocodile has the ability to take life out of a person, and I think the reasoning behind that is that he takes the water out of their system, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, Giga Drain fits perfectly with Crocodile's dehydration ability. Crocodile's last move is going to be Sand Attack because it has sand in it.
Are you serious right now, bro?
Nah, I'm just playing. I mean, it is because it has sand in it, but it's also because Sand Attack lowers the opponent's accuracy, which makes sense for Crocodile since with all these sand attacks hitting you, it's hard to stand your ground and attack Crocodile. Anyways, Crocodile's ability is going to be Sand Stream. I know, it's another sand move, but that's all you can do. Literally, all he does is sand, so give me a break. Anyways, we're giving him Sandstream because Sandstream summons a sandstorm, and that's what Crocodile does. Okay, listen. I know he got like 3 moves that are sandstorm moves, but I don't really got much on Crocodile. So if you guys do, then let me know in the comments what you would give Crocodile or any character in this video. You might have some really good ideas that I might look at, and you're gonna make me cry for not using them, okay? So go ahead and make me cry. Anyways, the next character is my baby, my girl, Boa Hancock. Alright, my girl Boa is gonna get a Psychic and Rock type. Psychic because of her fruit, the Meromero no Mi fruit, which gives Boa charm and hypnosis-like effects. Hey, it's really looking at me, you know what I mean? Anyways, we give Boa a rock type since she can also turn her opponents to stone. Boa's item is going to be her snake because there's not really anything else I could give her other than her snake, so she getting the snake. Anyways, Boa's first move is going to be Koyo only because she has a snake and it felt right to give her some sort of snake move. Boa's second move is going to be Rock Tomb, and it's Rock Tomb because she can turn her opponents to stone. Now, out of all the moves I chose Rock Tomb because Rock Tomb lowers the target speed, and it makes sense with Boa's ability since when her opponents turn into stone, what are they gonna do? Run? No. Anyways, Boa's third move is going to be Draining Kiss because of her charm and that one move where she throws kisses at her opponents. I wish I was that guy.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir, brother. Okay, I gotta stop. Draining Kiss is basically that, so she gets Draining Kiss. Anyways, Boa's final move is going to be High Jump Kick. Not only that she got charm and her stone ability, but she got the kicks. And that's what she uses mostly to fight her opponents. I mean, look at them legs. Alright, Boa's ability is going to be Q Charm to represent her charm once again. Alright guys, we're gonna have to say goodbye to Boa Hancock, unfortunately. I know. I'm sad too, okay? I'm sad. But the next warlord is the manipulative, the Ito Ito no Mi fruit holder, Don Cusito Flamingo. You like that? Yeah, I know. Yeah, you guys messed with it. No. We're gonna give Doflamingo a dark and flying type. Dark because Doflamingo is manipulative. I mean, he conquered a whole island for like 10 years and lied to them for 10 years. Like, that's some manipulative stuff right there, okay? Anyways, we're giving Doflamingo a flying type because of his Ito Ito no Mi fruit, where he can control and manipulate strings. He uses his strings to essentially float in the air, and his persona is a flamingo, so you gotta get the flying type. And I ain't talking no persona. Now another option is bug because, you know, there's strings and there's a lot of string moves that are bug types, and it makes sense, but it's like his strings aren't really bug related, so that's why I'm just gonna give him a flying type since that makes more sense with his abilities and his look. Alright, Doflamingo is going to have his iconic red glasses as his item because without them he's not Doflamingo. Alright, Doflamingo's first move is going to be Sticky Web since Sticky Web lowers the opponent's speed, and Doflamingo uses his strings to trap and restrict his opponent's movements. Doflamingo's second move is going to be String Shot because they're string. And what powers do Doflamingo got? Spider-Man. No, Jimmy, he's not Spider-Man. Anyways, you're giving him String Shot because String Shot lowers the opponent's speed just like the first move. Doflamingo's third move is going to be Spiderweb, and we giving him Spiderweb because Spiderweb makes it so that the opponent cannot leave the battlefield. Doflamingo uses his strings to make sure no opponent leaves, especially with the whole birdcage thing he was going on in that island. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, Doflamingo needs Spiderweb in his moveset. Anyways, Doflamingo's last move is going to be Protect, since Doflamingo uses his strings to protect himself from attacks and opponents. Alright, Doflamingo's ability is going to be Levitate, since Doflamingo can levitate thanks to his strings. Alright, the next Warlord is the Bearman, and Doflamingo's Wingman. Hey, you see where the rhyme's going? It is going to be Kuma. Now, apparently Kuma is in the Egghead arc, so if he has some new moves there, then I have no idea about them. So I'm apologizing in advance if I missed something. Alright, I'm sorry. Anyways, Kuma is going to have the Psychic and Steel type. Psychic because of his ability to repel attacks, teleport, and read people's pains thanks to his fruit. Steel because Kuma is a cyborg, so it makes sense for him to have the Steel type. Kuma's item is going to be the Bible since he carries the Bible and there's not really anything else to give him. So we give him my boy the Bible. Kuma's first move is going to be Force Palm because of his strong paw-based shockwave attacks. Force Palm fits best because they both have the same sort of animation. Anyways, Kuma's second move is going to be Teleport because he can teleport thanks to his fruit. Kuma's third move is going to be Hyper Beam since after the time skip, all those Kumas had the Hyper Beam thing going on. So I'm assuming Kuma can do that too, but he just didn't because he's just like that. And Kuma's final move is going to be Close Combat since I believe in the Ghost Island arc where we see Gecko for the first time, he pops up at the end and does a Close Combat basically. So he getting Close Combat. Alright, Kuma's ability is going to be Magic Bounce because Magic Bounce reflects status moves back at the opponent, which represents Kuma's ability to reflect moves essentially. Anyways, the next Warlord is the Surgeon of Death, the man himself, Trafalgar de Law. I don't know why I said in that accent, and I definitely said his first name wrong. Alright, we're gonna give Law a Psychic and Fairy type. Psychic because of Law's ability to manipulate and control space thanks to his fruit. Fairy because Law is a doctor and most fairy types have healing moves, so if Law is a healer, then he's automatically a fairy type. That's just how it works, okay? Anyways, Law's item is gonna be his iconic hat, because when you see that hat, you just think of Law. Law's first move is going to be Teleport since he can teleport thanks to his fruit. Law's second move is going to be Spatial Rend since he can control and manipulate space. And giving him the signature move of a space Pokemon that can also do the same makes sense. So he's getting Spatial Rend. Law's third move is going to be Sacred Sword since Law is also a sword user and not giving him a sword move would be a crime. So we're giving him Sacred Sword since his animation is almost like Injection Shot. And Law's final move is going to be Healing Wish since he's a doctor and we have to give him a healing move. So we're giving him Healing Wish. To further embrace his role as a doctor, we're giving him Regenerator as his ability. Alright, the next Warlord is the Warlord with the most aura out of all the Warlords, Zoro's teacher and goal, Dracul Mihawk. Okay, I need to stop these accents. What am I doing? Alright, Mihawk's type is going to be Dark and Fighting. Dark because of his cold demeanor and just his vibe gives dark. His first name is Dracul, like, you can't tell me he's not a dark type. We're also giving him a fighting type since he doesn't have any special food or any special power except his sword talent. So we're giving him fighting type. Mihawk's item is of course going to be his sword since he's known for his sword and is a sword user. Mihawk's first move is going to be Behemoth Blade since Mihawk is the best swordsman in the One Piece verse and Behemoth Blade is one of the strongest sword moves in Pokemon. So we gotta give the strongest sword move to the best swordsman. Mihawk's second move is going to be X Scissor because of Mihawk's one move that I see frequently where he swings his sword and a green slash slashes his opponents. I don't know what that is, but X Scissor is the only good green slash move, so we got no choice but to give him X Scissor. Anyways, Mihawk's third move is going to be Future Sight because of his Observation Haki, which grants him extraordinary eyesight, and is supposedly one of the only people in One Piece to easily track Luffy's high-speed Gear 2 movements. So we give him Future Sight, not because of what it does, but Future Sight makes sense for Mihawk's Observation Haki. Anyways, Mihawk's final move is going to be Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace because we have seen Mihawk do a lot of aerial combat, and it makes sense to give him Aerial Ace. Mihawk's ability is going to be Intimidate, cause look at him! The man's intimidating! I'm shivering my timbers right now! Alright, it is unfortunately the end. Thanks for watching this. Wait. Is that? No. It's Blackbeard! Alright, Blackbeard's type is going to be dark because of his fruit where he can control and manipulate darkness. Blackbeard's item is going to be his pirate hat just because there's not really any other item I could give him. Blackbeard's first move is going to be foul play since Blackbeard has the ability to manipulate and turn his opponent's strength against them, just like he did with Ace and Whitebeard. Foul play does that, except the higher the opponent attack is, the more damage you deal. Blackbeard's second move is going to be Shadow Ball because of his fruit where he throws a Shadow Ball onto his opponents, and I don't think he does this in the anime, but he did do it in Jump Force, so it counts. Blackbeard's third move is going to be Imprison since Blackbeard's fruit allows him to trap his enemies inside the gravity well of darkness, which is basically a black hole, and that's what he did with Ace. Blackbeard's ability is going to be Dark Aura because it represents the darkness that empowers him in dire situations, much like his unpredictable and dangerous nature. This ability reflects how Blackbeard becomes more dangerous when cornered. This makes sense because Dark Aura powers up all dark type moves. Now before we end this video, I know a lot of you are like, what the freak happened to Blackbeard stealing Whitebeard's fruit powers? I haven't given him any moves representing that because we're going to first Mega Evolve him. Yes sir, I have the Gura Gura no Mi fruit right here, and we're gonna use this to Mega Evolve Blackbeard. There we go, our Blackbeard has the powers of Whitebeard, which means he gets the gray beard.
Stop it.
Nah, I'm just kidding, but he does get the ground type since Whitebeard can cause earthquakes and shockwaves to the ground thanks to his devil fruit. We are also going to give him a fourth move, which is earthquake since that's what Whitebeard's fruit does, and earthquake is the perfect move to represent his devil fruit power. Blackbeard's Mega Evolution is also going to change his ability to Hunger Switch, which is the signature ability of Morpeko, who has two personalities pretty much. This works perfect for Blackbeard since he can switch between two devil fruits, and in a Pokemon battle, I think he would be too OP with two devil fruits, so we're gonna give him a small penalty and make it so that he can only use dark type moves, but when he switches due to his ability, he'll be able to use earthquake or any ground type move. There's also a theory of Blackbeard having 3 different personalities, so I thought this ability is perfect on representing that as well. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, then please go ahead and like the video. Let me know in the comments what characters from One Piece you would like to see next. And if you have some better ideas on what you would give these characters in this video, hey, go ahead. Please feel free to share them with us. And you know, you might and possibly make me cry for not using them. And also subscribe for more videos like this one. If you haven't checked out my video on what if Straw Hat Pirates were Pokemon, then go ahead and check it out, link in the description. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Till then, stay safe and have an awesome day, gamers.